Well, hello there. I'm Pete LaFrance, the old Growler. Welcome to Meeting Expectations. What we do here is we take a look at a can of beer, a bottle of beer, sometimes a wine or a spirit will drop by. We're all friends in fermentation. And we read the label, everything on the label. We check out the artwork. We crack it open and see if it meets expectations. There's a couple of things we do here, a little bit different. What we always use is the same glassware for all of our tastings. That way nobody has a leg up when it comes to clarity or aromatics. Most folks, when they do a tasting, they will take a look, they will sniff, sip, and then let you know what they think. Well, I sip first. Why? Wine expert Fred Dax will explain it all to you. He does it a lot better than I can. And finally, all beers should be served at the right temperature. Lagers 37 to 47 degrees Fahrenheit and ales 50 to 55 degrees Fahrenheit. The folks at ThermoWorks sent me one of their lollipop thermometers. That way I can make sure all of my beers are served at the correct temperature. A link to the folks are right down there in the description box. All right, let's see what we got today. From SingleCut Brewery, Weird and Gilly, Gilly. Weird and Gilly. All right, this is a double dry hopped DDH India Pale Ale. Ale, 1 pint, 6.6% alcohol by volume. It says SingleCut.com. Mastery knows no shortcut. Drink ASAP in a clean, wide-mouthed glass. Store cold and upright, unfiltered. Decant carefully. Now, contrast to a lot of the beers, most folks will swirl it up at the end there. Well, they're telling me to decant carefully. So I am going to do just that. Oh, next comes the government warning that I should not operate heavy machinery or be a pregnant woman. I'm not doing either one. Brewed and canned by SingleCut Beersmiths, Astoria, New York, and Clifton Park, New York. And it's got a little character here. It says, Robson says, come visit our brewery. And SingleCut Beersmiths. Okay, all they're telling me then is that it is a double dry hopped India Pale Ale. And Weird and Gilly's got a very aggressive looking label there. So I'm expecting a very buxom, full-bodied, very aromatic India Pale Ale, but with also enough hops in the flavor to say, all right, this is an India Pale Ale, which means that the malt is going to have to stand up. So it's going to be an interesting beer, but it's going to be interesting to see about if the malt can stand up to it. Is it going to be a hop tea, or is it going to be a malt soda? Let's find out. Crack it open and see if it meets expectations. All right. Well, it certainly is hazy. There's no about that. And we certainly have the obligatory 2 fingers or more of foam on the head. An IPA, 50 to 55 degrees Fahrenheit. And we are at 46.7 degrees Fahrenheit. So we are just a little bit chilly. 47 degrees. Yeah, that's about 3 degrees chillier than what would be the optimum for it. But that just means we're going to have to take a look for more of the flavors. Well, it looks like an India Pale Ale. I can never tell what a dry hopped India Pale Ale or a double dry hopped India Pale Ale looks like, but it certainly looks like an India Pale Ale. It's got the cloudy look, it's got the right temperature. Let's see if it tastes like a double dry hopped India Pale Ale. Yes, I took 2 sips. My taste buds are notoriously lazy and they need to be woke up. And not only do they need to be woken up, they need to be kicked out of bed. So I've just done that. Let's go for the first nosedive. All right, there's a very herbal type of aroma there. We're talking like green herbs, not so much parsley, but we're talking maybe some basil in there, something along that line. But very light herbal aromatics. Let's see if the taste buds agree with their olfactory friends. Good body, and it's a good thing that it has a full body, because the hops and the aromatics are relatively aggressive, as are the hops in the flavor. Now, dry hopping you want to have, would mean that they would want to have more of the very aromatic oils in there, and they succeed in that. That is certainly sure. But they've also got enough of the bittering units in there so that you do get a really nice balance between the full body of the beer and the hops. So, does Weird and Gilly Double Dry Hopped India Pale Ale from SingleCut Brewing Company in Astoria, Queens meet expectations? It certainly does. If you enjoyed this presentation, please click on the subscribe button and a thumbs up. A comment would be really appreciated as well. I'm Pete LaFrance, the Old Growler, hoping all of your beers meet expectations.